Hello people, and welcome back to episode 38 of our Vanilla Cities Skylines Let's Play. And before we kick today's episode off, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the support recently. You guys have been smashing the likes and the comments. And perhaps more importantly, we are now up to 54 subscribers as of my time recording this. Which is just crazy. Like, I never really expected to break 10 subscribers. When I first started this out, it was never meant to grow. It was just a bit of fun. But you guys are really enjoying the content. And on that note as well, there's been a few new series added to the channel recently, but don't worry, whether or not you subscribe to this channel for Cities Skylines or Total War, or more recently FIFA, or maybe some of the stream highlights, whatever it is you subscribe, don't worry, these series aren't going away. I'm really just kind of expanding the content I produce out, just because I like recording games and playing games. And if you guys are happy to join along for the ride for that, then all the best. But without further ado, let's start today's episode. So last time we worked on this park, which has now been finished off being decorated. We've got some more houses appearing around it. It's starting to look really sweet now. Really happy with this area. We also did a park life inspiration video on Friday. So you can go ahead and find that on the channel if you'd like to kind of see what all the different parks we've built across this city. But this area is looking really, really sweet now. Super happy with it. And also this main road that flows in front of the park down to here, and then all the way down into town, past the fields, and then into kind of the main town bit. This is now a cycling road, as you can see. We're getting a load of cyclists using this. And yeah, you can just see how many people are cycling up and down. It's great. So loads of people off the roads and on the bikes. And a lot of them are actually heading into the parks as well, after I was watching it for a bit. So you got this guy coming in here. Where's he going to go? Let's see, there's one guy coming into the park here. So super happy with that. Turned out really well. And today's episode, we are going to be working on this area. So the Let's Play episode last time ended around here. We were working on our commercial district. And then in the Park Life inspiration video, we started working on this place here. So we're going to finish this off today, hopefully, and work on our new kind of high density office area building kind of theme. So I just wanted to do a little bit of renovation around here. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and delete all these, just because I want to bring the tram road a little further down. So I'm going to do this, then come out on a bit of a curve. I think that'll be quite nice. And then I had actually anticipated for this road to come, for the trams to come in through here, but I might actually make them a secondary entrance here. Let's try that and see how it works. Let me grab, so I'm going to upgrade this into a one-way tram road, and then the other trams will filter into this section. See if I can delete. We can have one that goes through there. And then all of these guys will need to be tram roads. Let me unzone that real quick. Okay. So we do have a park entrance here, so I'm not too bothered about them having another one along this street just here. Let me turn my snapping off right now. Okay. This road needs to be connected up somewhere as well. We just can't get it in there because of the library, but I think we can have a little bit of an angle there. I'm not sure. Maybe we can actually have bit of a road through the back of here. I'm just trying to envisage how this would work. What I'm trying to do here is just leave as big a spaces as possible for the buildings to come and sit in opposite the park here. This area is going to be quite high dense. You know, we haven't done quite a high dense part of town for quite a while now. Let's bring this down here. Okay, so let's get some of our office buildings in. Another one there. 2 right along here. Up along here as well. So this is going to be kind of a fancy office in commercial kind of area. Have one in here as well. Then right over here. And probably here as well. Okay, so we do need to upgrade these to tram roads. And that's going to give us a nice little tram loop around this area. Let's work on the park a little bit here. So I think I want some of the park life assets. Let's grab put something in here, maybe a little restroom, perhaps. We can get something in there as well. And then I'm just gonna link these park paths up. So I think it's gonna be really nice to have a bit of a high dense city park in and amongst all these skyscraper buildings that are going to start spawning in pretty soon. And splash a little colour around, a couple of rocks, and maybe I think we'll have kind of a bigger rock feature here. Definitely not that. That was too big. How about that? I think that works. Okay, I definitely want these guys to have some kind of lot around them. I'm thinking we'll use the baseball or the basketball arena court, whatever you want to call it. Seems quite a nice spot. Thing as well, I'm just going to extend this little housing, or private housing estate we built, 400. And that's going to allow us to finally finish this little residential sector that we've got. I'm just going to link it up with a couple of paths, I think. Let's turn our snapping off. So probably one here would make the most sense. Just going to allow people to get through. And then we'll decorate this little bit of kind of no man's land that we've got. I'll draw a border out with the trees. Have some behind. Okay, maybe I'm thinking some low density commercial along here. I really don't know what I think of the vanilla high density commercial zonings. They're not the best looking things in the game, unfortunately. But we'll see how they turn out. Let's maybe have A little row of trees along the back here as well. Maybe a couple of these in. Some non-native trees into the area. Kind of makes it look a little more green, doesn't it? Okay. So that's looking fairly decent from this side so far. Still got a fair bit of stuff to place in and around this bit. I think we need to draw in a border between the highway and the park. Because definitely you don't want people walking right out onto the main busy roads, even though they won't, but for realism's sake, we'll just kind of block this area of the park off so it's people can't just walk in and around the highways. That would be too dangerous. And then we can fill in the interior of the park with some more detail and stuff, I think. Okay, so that just acts as a nice border. How is this park doing? Let's give it an advertising campaign. It can be a main park, fine for fireworks, night tours, celebrate, even more fun. Okay. Let's grab our park paths here again. I really wish there was a few more assets with the park life stuff. Like all these little detailing ones are quite cute. Like for example, I think if we make kind of a little bit of a bench area here, signpost with a lamppost, and maybe a little bin. And a bit of a flower bed display maybe. I think we can maybe do something really cool in here. In this roundabout. Let's try for that. So 2 flower beds right here. Let's try and make something that's like symmetrically perfect. The hedges are actually quite an underused asset. I don't really use too many of them. But prop snapping would be incredibly helpful right now. Really looking forward to getting the modded series started. Not that I'm going to be incredibly sad that Fremwood will eventually come to an end, which we aren't really that far away now. We'll probably make it 45 maybe. Probably 45 episodes will be it. We're really close now to the milestone of the last milestone in the vanilla game. That's not. So I think once we hit that, we'll be doing the airport next. And then when we finish the airport, we'd need to do some final reworks to our heavily industrialized area. And then from there, I think as well, our university campuses, we have a little too many of them. How's that looking? Okay, it's not perfectly symmetrical because we don't have prop snapping on, but I think for a free-handed attempt, that's alright. Yeah, I think that's pretty cute. I like that. kind of feel like it's missing something though. Maybe a splash of colour. Maybe this can mean something. Maybe this is like a memorial park or something, and each of the coloured trees represents... I don't know. Let me know what that represents down in the comments, and we can give this a little bit of meaning. See, that's a nice little way of using the assets, isn't it? Just to detail a little roundabout like that. I definitely want some trams rolling through here now. So I'm going to make the tram line up. I don't know if it's worth continuing this one on. Oh, these guys have no water. My apologies. Rather than making an entirely new tram line, I think it's probably worth continuing this one into the area. So it's going to stop here. And it's then going to come here. Is there a reason why it won't drag around this way? There we go. So I want it to stop on the roundabout itself. And then it's going to leave the city. It's going to stop here. And then it is going to make that loop down here. Yeah, okay. So now this guy is going to... Let's follow this guy. If I can actually log on to him. Let's go for a little tour of the new area, see what we need to detail. Let's get a little spot here. So we've got the nice library. We need some trees in this area and here as well. Okay, so this is cute. Need to delete that building. Don't like them. Got some new businesses down here now as well. Come on, tram, move. And just heading amongst all these new skyscrapers. Comes into the park. And then there's people waiting at the bus stop for him here. And then they get on. But that looks nice. Happy with that? Okay, let's get some trees in here. Maybe let's just go for something we never really use. Maybe some of the large bushes. So this area is a little bit kind of overgrown. I'm really starting to like this part of town now. It's turned out quite nicely. Let's dot some trees in here. Okay, while we've got a little bit of residential demand now, I'm going to head over here and fill some more of our squares in. Again, it's all about expanding your population as slowly as you can so you don't suffer from enormous death waves. And then all the way here. Have some houses that back onto the farms. You still have all these guys as well. So this park area is slowly being surrounded. We are 82,000 now. So we've got a few issues across the city. This guy is constantly complaining that garbage is piled up, even though he has all of the recycling stuff right nearby. Look, he has. Maybe we can have a look at the budget for garbage. Let's increase the budget. And hopefully that should kind of sort this issue out. Oh, I've just realised why. What a dick. I can't believe that. Because that's a one-way road. There's no truck can get to him. Oh my god. What an idiot. Traffic issues galore over at the new transport hub for cargo. This junction is horrendous. Don't ever do this. Yeah, it needs to build a new road network in here. It isn't the worst. It is moving. But yeah, it's not ideal. We want better flow than that. We also built some new houses along here as well. So we've kind of some nice new flats and high density commercial in and around the downtown here now. Lots of people using the train network. Toll road is getting usage as well. Everyone using this kind of bypass road to get out of the city and then onto the highway again. Has proved incredibly useful. And these guys are. What is causing you distress? The tram station. Yeah, I thought it might. Probably gonna have to unzone you guys, unfortunately. We'll replace it with a little bit of commercial, and then some trees just to dampen that sound out for the rest of the residences. We'll surround this. Why does my phone keeps ringing today? Of course, when I'm recording, I get all the phone calls. So if you place trees around loud buildings, the effect of the tree will actually dampen the noise. So, for example, you can see that we have the tram building here, the tram depot, which is super loud, and out here where there's no trees, it's super loud. And then just to the left, you can see it's been dampened now. It isn't as intense because of the trees. So they do actually serve a purpose, which is really cool. Tram park's looking neat now. I'm really liking this. And we've got a glimpse through to this side. I think I might make this park almost like detailed in 4 individual quarters. Let's try that. So I'm going to drop some big redwood looking trees here. And then I'm going to change to a dirt path. So this one is kind of, it's a lot of oak and colour trees, and there's some lot of cafes and restrooms in this quarter. Then this quarter it's a little more wild, there's rocks and big redwood trees and stuff. So when you're looking down, you're going to get kind of 4 different sectors. This could be kind of like our entertainment quarter. And then over here, I don't know, maybe we can just have this as something else. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, we'll leave that there, and then you guys can let me know what you want these two quarters of the park to look like. But obviously don't choose these two themes. But yeah, I think we're going to leave the episode there, guys. It is only a short one today. I'm sorry I don't have much time to record. Off camera, I'm going to keep barreling towards the next milestone, which we are only just over 2,000 population until we reach the final milestone for Fremwood, which will be such a sad day because we'll know the series will be coming to a close sooner rather than later before we start our modded series. But otherwise, guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you like the new area. We've got some nice new tram lines coming through here now. We've got some really nice kind of tram infrastructure that's hanging about. I'm really happy with it. If you did enjoy the video, a like is very much appreciated, and equally as much if you didn't enjoy the video and you don't like these kinds of videos, then feel free to leave a dislike as well. But otherwise, guys, it has been a pleasure. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.